Alright, so, God, sorry, I'm recording this on my phone because my usual camera or cameras, um, are, like, dead. All the batteries are dead and I'm charging them right now. I got a new tripod, and apparently, well, desk tripod, but it expands to really tall, and apparently when you put any weight on it, it does this. I kind of wish I knew that, but again, that's what you get for buying a tripod at fucking Target. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be like this the whole time. Like, hey, what's up? Anyway, so I just got back from seeing If Beale Streets Could Talk, and I really enjoyed it. You know, I had a feeling I was gonna like it in general just because I love Barry Jenkins. And since this is based on a James Baldwin book, so I was like, oh great, I'm gonna cry. you know? I did cry. Not that this movie didn't have moments that would, congestion, that would, bring you to tears, because it based in, fuck, was it? It's in the 60s? you know? It's around there. But yeah, so who's the motherfucker? So it's about this couple. They're very young. God damn. Yeah, it's about this couple. They're very young. They're in like the girl is 19, the guy's 22, so they're very very young. I just really can't stand this goddamn tripod. So yeah, they're very very young, and they're like kind of starting their life kind of thing, trying to get their own place, all that shit. And then shit happens because this is back in the day and they're black, which is not much different from now. So of course the guy gets incarcerated for bullshit because they're black. I'm just gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna just tilt my head like this, but yeah, so it's about that. Excuse me. So it's about that kind of, I guess you call it, the journey, like just the thing, like the journey, the thing you're going through, the stuff. I'm tired. So yeah, the movie kind of like has a semi non-linear kind of timeline to it because it kind of shows them like when they're dating, and then it kind of interweaves from like the guy being incarcerated, the girl pregnant, visiting him in jail, and all that stuff, and intertwined between like when they were first starting to get like serious in the relationship and them looking for a place and like all that stuff. It just the whole thing, and then again back to like trying like back to, I guess you would say, more of a present time of like the girl and her family trying to like speak to this lawyer, trying to like get the eyewitness of the situation going, like all this stuff. And like so many people are in this fucking movie. But yeah, so like I said, I really liked it. It was just like, I don't know how else to describe it, but just like it's good, it's obviously it's understandable why it's been nominated for a bunch of stuff. It also makes sense why Regina King won her Golden Globe, because, well, Regina King's good, she knows what the fuck she's doing, and she has an amazing performance in that, what else has, what else has the lead lady been in? Chicago Med. Okay, so not a lot. Like, she's been a very, like, minor stuff. I don't recognize her. The main guy, he looks so familiar. I was like, where have I... Oh, he was in Selma. Oh, he played John Lewis in Selma. Oh, and he was Jesse Owens in Race. Okay. I was like, I know I've seen this guy. He's in Homecoming. Oh, yeah, that's that show everyone's like, you gotta watch because Julia Roberts is a person. Okay, so that's what I do. Okay, the dad looked really familiar. He was also in Selma. I said Fear the Walking Dead. Where else is I swear to God I've seen that. The guy who plays the dad somewhere else. Besides Selma, he was in Lincoln. This is how I do reviews now. I'm just gonna go on IMDb and just talk. Anyway, but yeah, so like I said, there's a lot of people in. Michael Beach is in it, which is great because just a few weeks prior, we saw him in like really quick in the beginning of what the fuck's that called? Aquaman. Diego Luna's in it, which I didn't even like. I was like, what? He just plays like, oh, the friendly like waiter guy, or I guess most likely a restaurant owner, whatever. Finn Whitrock is in it, Ed Skrein, that guy, you know, Francis, Ajax. They really made him look like shit, but he's supposed to be like a shitty, you know, cop, you know, so they like made him like extra kind of like extra skinny. The guy's always very thin, but like just kind of gross. He had that fucking asshole mustache going on. Excuse me. Pedro Pascal is in it. That part was just like, hey, we're in Puerto Rico, and he goes and sits down, and I was like, no, that's the showboating god for Game of Thrones. He'll be killed by the big old mountain guy. Paperboy's in it. Oh, Dave Franco is in it. That got me. I was like, where are they going? What? And then the guy turns around, I was like, is that Dave Franco? Alright, it's Dave Franco. But I understand, like, you know, a lot of people, like, they probably saw that Barry Jenkins was doing another film and seeing how great Moonlight was. They're like, fuck, I definitely want to jump at the opportunity to, one, work with Barry Jenkins, and two, probably part of a movie that's probably going to be nominated for a bunch of shit and win some shit, you know? But yeah, like, I don't know how else to say, but yeah, like, the movie is good. It is a bit slow moving. It is like, it's a little under 2 hours long. It is a bit slow moving, but you're not bored. You're not like, oh my god, get on with it kind of stuff. You know, mainly because they do the intertwining of the timeline stuff. So it doesn't get stagnant at any time, because anytime they talk about, you know, like the current thing about the guy being incarcerated, and then they weave it into, like, you know, when they were dating and how they were like out having dinner and they were having fun, and then it kind of like goes back to it, you know. And there's some parts where there was like a bit of narration, and then there were like real life photos of black people being incarcerated, or just, you know, the justice system or lack of or injustice system, you know, of America, you know, like those kind of real life pictures and stuff like that with narration and all that stuff. So, you know, it puts into perspective someone watching this that's like pretty much saying like, this isn't just like a rare occurrence that this guy got framed for a thing, but this is like what, you know, black people live through and still are living through kind of stuff, you know, especially, again, if you know James Baldwin's work, you know that, which is why I was like, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna hate myself, you know, I'm gonna watch it and then be upset for the rest of the day, you know. It was fun. Yeah, I was gonna go see it yesterday, but I was like, I'm way too tired to leave the house. But I woke up today and I was just like, all right, get up, put on some pants, don't even bother with eyebrows. Went out the door, went to go see it. There's a good fair amount of people. A lot, like, I was probably one of like the youngest people there, because a lot of them were like, they were either middle-aged couples or older there, you know. Yeah. I think I was also the only one who was there by themselves, and I'm just sitting there like with my nachos and my big old drink, you know. But yeah, it's one of those things like, like, how do I describe this? Obviously, it's a good movie, but if you don't want to either, one, be crying in a theater, or two, because of subjects like this that are definitely close to home at times, if you want to like rent it, I understand. Watch at home, take a break when things get a little too real, get back to it, you know, have a sandwich. I get it. Because that was me when I was like, when I was watching Moonlight, I was like, I'm just like in the theater like this, like, you know, like you're just there like, I'm good. No, you're talking about, I'm good. You know. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. But anyway, The movie's great. Oh fuck, I can't look up the trailers. It's on my phone. Let me try to remember. Okay. So there was a thing called Gloria Bell, and it has, what's her fucking face? Julianne Moore, right? Is that her name? Julianne Moore? No, I'm on IMDb again. Julianne Moore. The fuck? Why doesn't she fucking show up when you type in her name? Yeah, Julianne Moore. Sorry, Julianne Moore. She she's because she's a middle-aged woman and all this stuff, and then she starts dating. Dating John Turturro, and then they're like, I don't know, one of those kind of like, like an ad for that dating service, Our Time. It's like, we're older people and we're dating. We have pretty similar relationships to young people kind of movies. And you're like, all right. Next was Us, which I thought was kind of crazy to go from that kind of like fun, like, she's kind of trailer to like the Us trailer, which, oh my god. The dude in front of me, like every time like the jump scare shit would happen or whatever it was, he was losing it. Like I just saw out the corner of my eye, I just saw like the like that kind of like like the, and I heard him go like that. And during the movie, if Beale Street could talk, during the movie when stuff would happen, he was very vocal, like like that. It was like, Paul, is that you? Is that you, honey? Why didn't you tell me you're free today? Anyway, so yeah, the Us trailer, because I'm only seeing it like either on my phone or on my computer. But again, when you see it on the big screen, and then you, who's a motherfucker? You get that amazing sound and everything. You're like, oh, this is gonna be, oh my god, this movie we're gonna lose our shit during. Paul's gonna lose his shit. Paul, you're gonna lose your shit. Wait, we don't live near each other. You wouldn't be able to hear me. But yeah. So it was the Us trailer. Fuck, what else was there? God damn it, it's on my phone. I wrote it down. There was a thing with like Rocket Man. That was one of them. I remember Rocket Man was one. There was a thing. What the fuck was it called? With Rebel Wilson. The fucking. It's a very self-aware movie where she knows she's in a rom-com. Oh yeah, it's called It Isn't Romantic. And, it's like, oh, I'm just a dopey girl that never gets the guy kind of thing. Gets whanged in the head. When I saw that, I was like, oh, God, it's going to be another, like, Amy Schumer shit. But she gets whanged in the head instead of, like, suddenly everyone perceives her as, like beautiful. Although it kind of is. But, whatchamacallit, it's like all of a sudden, like, everything has changed. It's like her job, like, everything is very, like in the rom-com stuff where it's like this dumbass girl or like this not so pretty girl, whatever, however you want to say the main character, like has this job. It's in like those like big spacious lofts and it's like amazing. It's like, yeah, work at Google? How'd you get that job? How do I not have a job like that? And it's like those kind of things where it's like, it's self-aware, and of course she gets the guy. The guy is freaking Liam Hemsworth, and it's like, okay, it's self-aware, so like I can give that to you, but I wouldn't go see that. What the fuck else was there? Oh yeah, what's it? Brad Pitt like produced. Sorry, I'm like jumping back and forth. Brad Pitt produced this movie. Anyway, what else was there? God, I don't remember, and it's on my phone. Actually, let me check. Alright, so, yeah, I double-checked it. So I was just forgetting 3 trailers. One was called Aftermath, and it's Keira Knightley, once again, in a period film. Oh my god. I actually, the other day, just finally saw, the Nutcracker movie, and yeah, it's visually nice, but god, that story. Or lack thereof. Anyway, so Keira Knightley in a period movie with Jason Clarke. It's supposed to be that's her man. It's Aftermath. It's the aftermath of World War II, because it's like 1946, and I was like, oh god. I saw it, I go, oh god, what is it now? And Alexander Skarsgård plays a German, because, with his blonde hair, his, blue eyes, and his Nordic height, Anyway, and at first you're thinking it's one of those things where like, well, he's a German and, blah, 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 something Hitler, But then it's more of like, no, I'm with Jason Clark, but Skarsgård is like 6'5", girl. That's what it looked like, where it was like, I'm with Jason Clark. Ooh, Skarsgård, girl. Girl, he's 6'5". He is 6'5". 6'5". Because then, like, the movie shifts from, like, a thing that might possibly be politically driven, I guess you would say, because, you know, again, they were like, oh, he was a German, were you part of the shit that happened during the war? And he's like, no, I'm not, I swear to God, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, well, instead of sending him, letting him, like telling him to go away, what if we just have him, like, live with us? And Keira Knightley's like, oh, my word, I'm so British, you know, as she always is. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. And then, like, Jason Clark's like, anyway, Jason Clark, you know. And then suddenly it's like Keira Knightley and Skarsgård are like, you know, that's how sex looks like in movies. But yeah, like, they're just like, I'm like, oh, you're oh, it's okay. So it's a movie about an affair, not really about World War II. It's just set during that. Okay. Because, you know, damn well her freaking ass was like, he's 6'5". I'm terrible. Okay. So then another movie is called Miss Bala or Miss Bala. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's got Gina Rodriguez in it. And, you know, she's a girl from California. She went to, I think, Tijuana or something to, like, have fun like you do. And, of course, it's like the one time you go to Mexico, cartel and shit happen. You're at a club, people get shot up. You know, they, like, capture her. They see that she's American. So it's like, oh, we can use you for things and stuff. So they use her for things and stuff. And, of course, then, like, you know, she's, like she's abiding by, you know, she's going with them so she doesn't die. So she's doing terrible things only to keep herself alive. And then, like, American possibly like DA or something are like, well, you gotta be like a double agent or some shit. And she's like, I just want to go home. I just came here to, like, you know, have some drinks and fucking dance my ass off for the night. But all right, now I'm like in this shit anyway. Like, she ends, like, in the trailer, she's being taught how to shoot a gun by the drug dude, and then, like, in the end, you know she's gonna exact her revenge on it, because then she's like, ka-chicka, boom, 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 all that stuff, because that's what guns sound like, and so you're like, okay, like, I don't care for that Jane the Virgin shit, but I've seen Gina Rodriguez in other films, and, like, I like her, I enjoy her. This seems like one of those movies where, you know, it's her kicking ass with a gun, and it's like her Sicario, which sounds like it's just racist because she's just Hispanic, but, you know, it's her kind of like Edge of Tomorrow kind of thing. Like when I saw Emily Blunt, like, with a gun and being badass, I was like, yes, you know, like, yes, just do it, you know. Anyway, that's probably gonna be a rental for me. But then the final one, it was like the trailer right before the movie started. It was called, like, Where'd You Go, Bernadette? And I don't know how to feel about that one. Like, Kate Blanchett's in it, and I do like that there's, like, recently she's done a lot of roles where she's just, like, you know, the older American woman kind of stuff, which is fine. Because Kate Blanchett's fucking awesome, so whatever. But, you know, there's, like, this girl, her name's Bernadette, and apparently, like, she's just so fucking awesome. She's just, like, the best kid in the world kind of stuff. And then the kid is like, oh, you said if I get good grades forever, you know, that I can do blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, I feel like we should have a family trip to Antarctica. What? Kids are weird. Although I could see myself, like, as a kid being like, yeah, let's go to Antarctica. But as an adult, I'm like, bitch. No. Have they opened a Starbucks there? No. How do I get an Airbnb? How do I, you know, book an Airbnb with a penguin, you know? Anyway. So it's like that kind of thing. And then, like, suddenly the girl disappears and no one has a clue where she is. But, like, in the trailer, it's played like, not like, oh my god, where is my daughter? Like, where is she? Where does she go? Like, blah, 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 I can't find her. But it's, like, played like, oh, Bernadette's missing. And everyone's like, Bernadette's missing? They're like, yeah, just disappeared, and it's like, why are you all so like, oh, that rascal of a kid, you know, like your child is missing, or your niece and nephew, whomever further on in the trailer you're talking to, you know, is like gone, and you're just like, oh, what a crazy kooky kid, you know. I don't know, like, that's one of those movies where I'm like, you're over there, just stay over there. Anyway, so I've got like, I have a list of a couple more movies that I still have to go see before I compile my best stuff, worst stuff thing. But yeah, this one, this is definitely one to go see because it's fucking some good ass shit. Anywho, yes, I'm done talking with this tripod.